What can you take away from this season as you head into the offseason?
Just, I mean, personally, just continue to develop. I think complacency is a constant cat and mouse game. You just got to find a way every morning to get up and win that battle. And I'm going to get some rest. You know, I'm very fortunate. You know, with the violence I play with, that I was able to make it out relatively healthy. And I'll just take a couple weeks off and get back at it.
I think it was Giannis was asked after the Bucks playoff loss last year because they didn't win the title. Is the season considered a failure? How do you view that question? Like, if you guys don't bring home the Super Bowl, is that considered a failure in your mind or no?
Well, we certainly didn't win anything. The whole last few games that we played, it just, you could kind of feel what was brewing for us. We just didn't finish. I wouldn't necessarily say that the season was a failure. We learned a lot about some of the individuals on our team and how these players can impact the future of this building. So, not a complete failure, but like I said, just disappointing.
Tucker, is it a different vibe for you guys going into this offseason versus a year ago when you were so close to get to the NFC title game, and that everything was on the rise, and then what you just described, how you finished the season? Can you articulate how different the feeling is for you going into this offseason versus a year ago?
I mean, are you just saying personally?
Personally, as a team?
I mean, as a team, we need to wake up. I mean, how many times do we have to just, you know, not everyone talks about how we're just not okay with just making the playoffs, but we have yet to, you know, walk the walk. So going forward, you know, I'm gonna embrace everything that I've put into this game, and then, you know, take on a little bit more of a leadership role, try to get people on the same wavelength that I'm on. I feel like I have a lot to offer in that aspect. So, you know, see you guys around here in the future again. But yeah, I mean, this isn't the end, not at all. No, this is just the beginning of the long road to next year already.
You said you could feel that brewing. Were there things you guys try to do to change the tide that you could feel coming?
I mean, it wasn't necessarily like a surmounting pile of, you know, it was just us making mistakes and not fixing them. That's what, when you play good teams, you got to make the least mistakes as possible. And we had guys, you know, myself included. You know, you go back to day one install, and you install footwork and hand placement, and that has to be a constant rhythm and battle throughout the entire year. You're always coaching that. But at what point do you just elevate your game and you know, you're not getting coached to do the same thing over and over again. You just self-correct. I think that's the steps that we're gonna have to take in offense, as young as we are. We got to quit making those mistakes. Simple as that.
So you think it's more a matter of just making mistakes against some of those elite teams rather than?
I don't have another way to categorize what we do out there other than making mistakes, because teams are certainly beating us because we beat ourselves first.